Well, there's one fucking moron, right? The car park, from the entrance of the car park to where the carts were parked, were less than 15 feet. When I turned round and realised there were a family walking towards me, I pretended to do myself up and I ran off. You absolute troglodytes. But I want to know where all these clip pages, I want to know where all you unbiased clip pages are talking about Daniel Hart, a mother getting in a box saying that he used him. He said the kid was there. He said the kid was there when the place was smashed up. The kid weren't there. He said the kid was his. Kid's not his. He said he was the kid's godfather, not the kid's godfather. He said the woman came on crying in my box saying that he made a 15-year-old boy feel inappropriate to go home. He made him feel a certain way. Not one of you have spoke about that. Even the FYP pages, which one called it out? No one apart from me.
Luke, did Horrid Henry call Angie's racist remarks out?
No, never called Zach out, never called. So I'll find out who Horrid Henry is, by the way. It doesn't matter me that. But Horrid Henry, where was your post on Daniel Hart? Where was your post on Daniel Hart? A mother, and you all ignored her. Everybody ignored that woman and ignored the fact he made a 15-year-old boy want to go home. Now, second thing I want to talk about, sorry Fraser, second thing I want to talk about, there's a video on the FYP page that I'm going to play later. They're stating it was Michelle that offered Dan the cocaine on live, yeah? Not one person called Dan on a 13 plus app, not one person called Daniel Hart out Toxic Dan for doing drugs on an app, not one person, right? But I do a joke with EQ, an adult, I do a joke with EQ and I'm a paedophile. Right, okay, I get where you're coming from. Yeah, of course I do. So what I want to say is, so you're stating it was Michelle that gave Dan the coke. Go back and watch that video. Every single person, 2.1k. Go back on their video, yeah? Go back on that video. Is that how you talk to an adult? You do it. Go on, put it in your nose. Is that how you talk? So I'm telling you now, in my opinion, that was a child that was in that room. Go and watch. I'm going to play the video 5 times, 10 times later. Go on, you do it. Is that how you speak to an adult? Is it Red? Go on, you do it now. Put it up your nose.
So, sorry, Luke. Just to state, I've been sent screenshots and images last night of when you were in Angie's, and there was loads of comments stating that it was Fraser's missus with the kids. Now, let me state this now. My missus was not there. She was at home. All of our children, the youngest of our children is actually 17. They are not kids. They are young.
I'm not even entertaining this bollocks.
Adults. Yeah, I know. But my missus has asked me to state this.
Oh, no, right? No, absolutely. I'm not even entertaining this bollocks, right?
Yeah.
For what they're doing, what these dirty, disgusting people are doing is watering down because they've got nothing on me, right? I did a joke. I turned round when No Face said there was kids there. I turned round and ran off and pretended to do my fucking trousers back up. Like that. And yours calling me a paedophile for that. Do you know what? Every single one of you, including Daniel, even Angie, I don't like Angie and can't stand Angie. Angie, like, her racism will be called out later, right? I can't stand delusive Angie, but fair play to her for saying, listen, Luke, you're not a wrong un. You didn't mean it like that. I literally turned back, saw the family walking towards their car. Fraser, can you confirm that from where the car was to the bush where the entrance was less than 10 feet?
Oh, it was way less than 10 feet.
Right? So when I turned back and No Face said it to me, I quickly ran off and did. So now you're insinuating that I'm a paedophile for that. You're all sick in the head.
There was nothing.
Like I fucking said, come and say it to my face. Like, come off camera, like you little fucking troglodyte. You are watering down the word paedophile. You are watering it down. The most disgusting monsters on the face of this earth that deserve to chemically die. You are watering it fucking down. Now, let me explain one more thing before I go, because I'm going off on a rant now. Let me explain one more thing of why I call Daniel Hart, Toxic Dan, a predator. This is why he is a predator. He threatens women. He threatens vulnerable women, okay? How many times have we heard him say, we're going to go through someone's door, I'll send someone to your house, I'll do this to Delusive, I'll do this to her mum. He's threatened multiple women. In fact, what else he's done, he's also threatened to get women raped. But no one says anything about that, do they? Because he's a fucking wrong un, right? That's why he's a predator. He also lowered a man with false securities of money and a promise of a house to be in a relationship with him. Then when the man didn't want to be with him, he threatened SA on him. And what fucking man, right, in their right mind, makes up a lie that the police came there about SA on a child? The mother got in the box and said it was nothing to do with SA. He's a liar. So what thoughts does this man have in his head? Oh, I'll make up that the blaster and Angel sent people to my house with SA. What sort of man has them thoughts for sympathy gifts on TikTok? And tell everybody, Dan, what you did to Sue. What you had, the conversation you had with Sue about topping up on a VPN, Daniel Hart. You're a fucking wrong'un. You're a tramp. And like I said, keep things off TikTok. If you've got something to say to me, I'm in Bolton, I'm in Manchester every week working. If you've got something to say to me, you knew where I was at the Hideout Arena. You did nothing. You're a little tramp and you're a predator. And I'll say it again. Daniel Hart is a predator that made a 15-year-old boy feel uncomfortable. He had to go home to his mum. And that's all I'm saying.
Luke, can I just say something?
Yeah.
Never get in anybody's box again and explain yourself.
I probably shouldn't have, but it made me that angry about what they... You are taking away the word paedophile and what a paedophile is. You are taking it away. You are watering it down to attack me. Paedophiles deserve to be chemically burned to death, okay? Chemically burned for destroy. And you are doing it to have a dig at me. Shame on all of you. If you feel you don't like me, say you don't like me. Just say you don't like me. I don't agree with you. But to label me that says more about you and what you think about. Done it, Horrid Henry. Done it, Daniel Hart. Says more about what you think about. And I tell you now, Horrid Henry, Daniel Hart need their devices checking, in my opinion.
That's right, Luke. Luke, are you live today?
Yeah. Phil Watts, you're a wrong'un. Well, your mum didn't think that last night when she was begging me to stay, Phil. Absolutely didn't.
There you go, guys. Luke has had his say, and it will be live at 3:00, I'm sure, guys, to speak about the situation as well. Hello, Fraze.
Hello, my love. Yeah, I wanted to state it because I've been sent screenshots, and I just want to state, actually, my missus was actually in hospital with one of her children. Okay, that's the reason that she didn't come. Okay, and as I said, right, our youngest is 17. Right, between us, right, they are young adults. They weren't there, so please, people. Just, you don't need to stop this. There's no need for the shit that was put there. All right?
Yeah, exactly. All right. Thanks, Fraze.
Oh, no worries.
And well done for the weekend.
Thank you so much. I've got a massive bruise on my side where I went down the slide and hurt myself. But, you know, we live and we learn.
Was you knackered when you got back?
Yeah. I was absolutely shattered. I was exhausted. And do you know what? I've loved every single minute of it.
Yeah.
Will I do it again? Yes. Have I got something planned to do solo content for myself? Fucking 100%. I've already been working on it.
Oh, okay. Then there you go, guys. Make sure that you're tuning into Fraser's content. Thank you for joining, Fraser.
Thank you, my darling. Thank you. Have a lovely day, guys. Bye.
You too. Bye. MT, what you want about justice for who? MT saying justice for somebody. Right, where is he? Let's get that DG one in. He probably won't accept because I ain't accepted him the last couple. Oh, hello.
Hello, mate.
Hello, MT.
Oh, God, this is awkward.
What's happened? Sorry, DJ.
No, I meant justice for Lindsay Clancy. That's what I want in your chat, right? I'm going to laser.
He's still on this.
Hi,
guys.
She's forgot a key to her room. It's room 363. The booking name's under Daniel Green.
363? Him and Cockapoo actually fell out yesterday, and he unmodded Cockapoo, you know, because of the difference of opinions on this case. Guys, ×3, this is the only battle we're going to do today. 2.6k people. If you don't want to give, just tap my face, but if you can, get him. Annihilate him. Take that streak, whatever he's got, 4 nuggies, that is right. Let's go! Show him what Team Red are made of this morning, guys. Hello, Dave.
I've done it and I've just shut the door without getting the key out. Okay.
What are you like?
A disaster.
Oh, we've got new shades today.
check these out. I don't know what they look like.
Thank you.
There you go, Nana.
Thank you. I'll return to you.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everyone who's tapping. Pick up the
You're
tapping.
still on holiday, Dan?
Yeah, we're coming. We're back tonight.
Oh, yeah. Where did you go?
Ireland, Dublin.
Oh, did you? I have seen a few videos on the FYP. Have you had a good time?
Yeah, it's been good. Yeah, we've enjoyed ourselves.
She's really cute, isn't she? Is it Nana Moon?
Yeah, yeah. Everyone knows a bit of Nana Moon now. Are you famous on here, Nana?
Emma.
Everyone's like Nana Moon, Nana Moon.
Hiya.
My signal might go for that.
Oh, signal's gone.
Is that your girlie?
No,
Jesus Christ.
she's got a husband. They have just before the signal comes back.
I didn't know if you were talking to your girlfriend.
No, her and her boyfriend. It's a bit of a weird one. They have this like fetish of ordering a Chinese and having a bang.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
It takes all sorts to make a bloody world, doesn't it?
yeah, it is. It's mad. Oh, the signal's back.
You better take that back immediately. You've made me sound like a right perv to her.
It's all right. Right, we'll be back in
Ignore
about
him, Nana
15
Moon.
minutes.
It's
All right,
just
Nana.
bloody
Are you all ready? Are
gorgeous.
you?
What's she said? Yeah, I've got my back.
Okay, well, I've just got to
Let's
pack
go.
my
We can do better than this, guys.
We'll see you shortly.
Okay.
I don't know if we've got any gloves. You're very quiet today, Dan. Are you okay?
Yeah, obviously, my attention's not all here, but now it is.
Well, thank you.
Yeah,
So we've only got 2 minutes.
Yeah, there's a glove, last 30 seconds, absolute Cooksville.
Are we going to take him today, guys? That's
Nope.
right. Yes, we are.
Not at all.
Yes, we are. We're taking them 4 nuggies. Get him.
Nope. Not happening.
Are you having breakfast?
Oh. Free toilet roll, mate. Look at that. Oh, freebie. Stick it in my suitcase, off we pop.
Fill your bags up. Thank you.
Gotta get your money's worth. It stinks on this one, doesn't it?
It smells.
Yeah, Ross has been ill for like all day, so he's been chilling in here. Oh, you can't even open the window anymore. Fuck's sakes.
Yes. Thank you, Marie. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, Ross has got the shits. Open the windows.
He can't open it anymore. That's the max.
Are you all right, Ross?
I'm getting better. Feel a little bit better today.
Get some Imodium and drink plenty of water. You got enough underpants, mate?
I'm leaving a pair here.
I was going to say, borrow a pair of DG, they'll
Yeah, I'm
fit.
not fitting into them.
Sorry.
He won't be borrowing a pair of mine, mate, after what he left yesterday's ones in the state. Fucking hell.
Right, guys, we've got 49 seconds. Go all the way in because they're going to have a snipe. If you can't afford to gift, tap the screen. But if you can, let's go. That's right. Hey, PG, I'm getting good at these battles now.
Little yes in the chat if you've got a glove. Little yes in the chat if you've got. Oh, okay.
Have we got a glove, guys?
Right, Paul just rocks one out. Love it, Paul. Love it, Paul.
Right, guys, 30 seconds. Let's go. Ups the daisy, Susie chilling in the air. Have we got a glove? Show bow. I think it's too late to put one up now. Poppy, thank you, Poppy. Watch for the snipe, guys. 10 seconds left. Let's go. 2.4k people. We should take this. Get them 4 nuggies. Becky, thank you, my... Regina! Miss Andy, Julie. Evilly.
It's misread.
What?
She's basically an upper class M's.
Piss off.
Hey, MV.
MVP, cheeky Geordie. Yes, darling. Me Julie, Becky, Megan, loves bingo, Donna Marie, Evil Legion Asda, No Ducks Test, just me and everybody that sent me a gift, you fucking legends. Thank you, DG.
It's alright. No worries. Well, good battle.
Can you cheer up a little bit, please?
Yeah, of course I can.
Thank you. Can I go now?
Of course you can.
Okay, goodbye. Have a lovely day in Ireland. Get better soon, Ross.
Okay, bye.
Goodbye. Dan.
What?
You said you was going to let me go. Thank you, everybody. Didn't he seem really moody this morning? Oh, yeah, whatever Ross hasn't caught on to him, hence why he took the toilet roll. He doesn't seem himself today. This is why I think he's got, a bit of upset belly. He seems really sad and down, doesn't he? Yeah, you think he's tired? Oh, bless him. Oh, here's our MT. 1 minute, guys.
Hiya.
Oh, you're bad.
Sorry, I had to go because DG makes me nervous. I don't like being around big creators. I start getting palpitations the same as you. So I had to do a Dusty. Can you do me a favour?
What am I doing?
I need a lot of support and protection from you over the next couple of days, if that's okay.
Depends what you're doing.
Well, I was sent very, very abusive voice notes yesterday by one of your friends, and I...
Empty, it was cockapoo! Cockapoo! Link, I can't cope. Claire, honestly, Fran.
This is how it's going to be for the next couple of days. It's all right. I understand. When people are wrong and they can't admit it, this is how they react, and that's okay with me. You know what I mean, Miss Red? But I just want to know what side of the barrier are you on today? Are Lindsay's completely innocent and getting let off with all charges, or are you team Cockapoo?
Well, Cockapoo is very convincing, and she does she does explain things to me properly.
Oh wow.
No, so do you. However, what? I'm not picking a side. I'm in the middle at the minute.
Well, I can't let you carry on with your FYP until you choose a side.
Empty, I can't choose a side because part of me thinks that Cockapoo! Empty, she did it again. MT, she did it again, darling. I'm 50-50. Whose side are you on? Let's do a poll. Are you team MT? Do you think she's innocent? Or team Cockapoo? She did it. Let's do a poll. Cockapoo, don't be giving me a pity rose because, Are you team MT or team Cockapoo? I'm really 50-50. When does it end anyway? Justice for MT getting kicked out of the box. Oh, here they are. Look, they're going to have a scrap now.
He's going to drop me out of the box, isn't he?
No, Thea.
I would never do that to you.
You did yesterday, and you demodded me.
There was a reason for that.
Yeah, because you didn't like what I said.
Not that I didn't like what you said, just wasn't factual.
You lied, and you told everybody that me and Ashley had bullied you into making your statement, and that's not true, and I'll release the voice.
You've been lying on a daily basis saying Lindsay Clancy's guilty when she's not. She's innocent, and that's not true neither, is it?
Lindsay Clancy was the person who unalived those children.
Lindsay Clancy was not. Patrick Clancy was the person who unalived them children.
You see, there's a point where I can have a laugh and a joke, and then there's another point where there's 3 children that aren't here anymore.
Yeah.
Right, Miss Red, let me tell you what she's doing here, okay? She's playing on the ploy of the 3 children and using that to try and get the chat to them feel, obviously, the way that they feel about the children, because that's very upsetting to then turn around and say that Lindsay's guilty. I've listened to the ploy that she's used for the past 3 days, and although them 3 young children were unalived, and it is an awful, awful thing to happen, we also have to make sure that we get the correct justice, and not the justice that people think should happen. The justice that should happen
is that people on social media, they listen to social media and they go with the flow and they go with the majority rather than having critical thinking around what's actually happened. And I'm sorry if that upsets and offends people, but if you actually look at it, I'll ask you one question. If Patrick did it, why didn't he actually unalive her? Why did he leave her alive?
If Patrick committed the crime?
If Patrick unalived the 3 children and did the things to Lindsay that people say that she did, why did he not finish her off.
Because Patrick wasn't a medical professional, so the argument what people are saying, well, she's a nurse, she'd know how to unalive herself. Well, Patrick isn't a medical professional, so he wouldn't know how to unalive her. So we might think by giving her them cuts and throwing her out the window that was job done.
That's actually a ridiculous statement, because at the end of the day, you if you're determined that you're going to unalive somebody and try and make it look like they did it, then you would have had a much better strategy than the one that he deployed. Basically, I actually think that if he wanted to, he'd been around her for long enough, and if, as you lot have all said, that it was him that was doing some of those searches, then why didn't he search how to unalive her properly?
I mean, we can sit here and we can question and speculate about what he did and we didn't search, but we just need to look at the evidence.
But I'm actually looking at the evidence. Why did her £1 million defence lawyer try and, in April of this year, introduce a charge of manslaughter by diminished responsibilities in the American terms? Why did he do that in April this year?
Because you're aware, just as well as I'm aware, that he's using it as a defence for his argument to try and either get her off the charge, and if he can't get her off the charge, he needs to make sure that the charge is minimised, doing what any good defence barrister would do. So he's looking at what is the lesser of two evils at the end of this for Lindsay, and he understands that regardless of whatever public opinion is, the jury might convict her of this crime, and if they do convict her of this crime, he's trying to get her the lesser charge. The lesser charge would be for her to go to a psych ward, but in the eventuality that he manages to succeed and do what I believe he's doing now and prove that she's innocent and not guilty, she may get not guilty. If she gets not guilty, there's no charge.
I actually don't agree, because I think that he has seen enough of the evidence not to go down the route of trying to introduce she didn't do it. I think that he has gone with the best defence based on what actually happened.
I mean, we'll never know. We're not careful, are we? You don't want to be, but we
will know. Will you accept the jury's? Will you accept? I mean, I'll accept the jury's response to this. Will you accept it?
I will. I will accept the jury's response to this. Yeah. I will fully accept. Listen, it's legal proceedings. If the jury find beyond reasonable doubt that she committed this crime, I will agree with the jury. Doesn't mean I think it's right, but I'll agree with them because that's the legal system, isn't it? But I guarantee you, we won't be having this conversation on Thursday, and she'll be found not guilty.
Do you reckon she'll be found not guilty?
Do you? I do.
I think she might be found not guilty of first degree. So with premeditation, I think she'll probably be found. I don't think the burden of proof has been met for the jury, in my opinion, based on what I've seen. But the problem is that unless the judge accepts the recommendation from the defence lawyer of a lesser charge of manslaughter, then potentially it's not guilty of premeditated, but of first degree murder. But I think the judge will accept it. I think that the judge will bring in that additional option for the jury, because they can't have a hung jury. I don't think they can walk away with a not guilty.
Can you just explain what a hung jury is, please?
It's when they can't make up their mind, and therefore they have to retry. But imagine trying to retry this case with jury selection of people that say they've never ever heard of this case anywhere.
But the good thing about the American justice system is if they cannot prove it beyond reasonable doubt, I mean, it's similar to every other justice system. And I don't believe, based on any of the information that I've seen, that they can prove beyond reasonable doubt that Lindsay unalived them kids. They can speculate. They can listen to what the expert witnesses have said, but no one's given me substantial evidence to prove that she committed this crime beyond a reasonable doubt. So therefore, it doesn't fit and they must acquit. Cockapoo, they must acquit.
See, do you know, there's little things, right? Okay, so I'm 50-50 at the minute, because sometimes I watch things and it's not what people tell me, it's just what I see, right? I watch things and I think, she's done it. And then other times I watch things, like little things that her solicitor's doing. And I feel like he's setting little traps. It's like this little green ornament he placed on. Did you see it, like a little green ornament? Why is he putting that there?
The reason that the prosecution and the defence do those tactics usually, and I don't know specifically what this relates to, but it's because they want to find a way of introducing evidence that has been agreed before the case that is not relevant to what's being discussed. So what they're trying to do is introduce something sort of in a what is this tactical way, or it could be considered to be a sly way, so that then it opens up a line of questioning that, from a defence perspective, he wants the jury to have enough doubt in their mind that he gets, whatever outcome he's looking for, and the prosecution do the same thing. So it's strategic. They all do it in any case like this, I think.
Miss Red,
Yeah.
would you mind if I ask the prosecution a question? Is that okay?
Of course you can, yes.
Thank you. Cockapoo, would you mind if I ask you a question, please?
It depends.
Well, you are a very intelligent person. It is well known that you are very well educated, very well spoken, and you're a very good critical thinker. We agree?
What's the question?
The question is, based on your knowledge of what you have seen, can you advise us of what evidence you have seen which would tell you beyond a reasonable doubt that she committed this crime?
You've asked me that question before, and I've said it already.
Yeah.
In terms of all of the medical evidence that the prosecution and the defence have put forward, I sit on the prosecution side with regards to what they are trying to say that she did. And there's too much of a list, but also the chronology for me. I do not think that he could have, based on where it is factually been proven that he was at the times within that sort of timeline from 4 o'clock onwards, when it's proven that there was certain searches done about CVS and about V3, and proven that as to when he left to where he was, the fact that the phone calls, he couldn't have faked that unless he had a fourth person, which has never been introduced.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, he could not. There's a small chance that he could have done that, but I think with the probability being that he was not in the vicinity when those children were unalived. He was not there.
So are you basically saying that we're willing to say that someone is guilty beyond reasonable doubt of murder because of their mental health?
I am saying I'm not the prosecution. I'm saying the prosecution have gone for first degree murder. What I'm saying is for me, there's probably, with the evidence that's been produced, a level of she did it, but she wasn't in her right mind. However, I still think that my personal opinion is that regardless of the fact that she had mental health, there was a level of premeditation in what she did. And that's my personal view. You've got yours, I've got mine. Does the evidence back that up? It could be for and against.
Yeah, but just to clarify then, your opinions based on testimony and expert testimony as to what the medical professionals have said about her mental health and not actual.
What's yours based on?
Mine's based on the evidence that I've seen. So the evidence that I've seen in relation.
Why would mine be any different from yours, MT? If you're asking me that question.
Because mine's based on evidence that I've seen in relation to timelines, alibis. Yours is just about testimony.
No, it's not. Mine is based on exactly the same thing as you. And in fact, MT, as you know, I sent you something for you to go through the chronology and have a look at what the different scenarios were and where the most probability lay. Because there are gaps. If I was to, I think afterwards we're all going to look back and say, was this investigation handled in the right way? There's probably things that weren't, but I also think there is evidence that hasn't been presented because it's not critical to what they're trying to do here, but it will come out afterwards that they were able to prove that Patrick wasn't in the locations and it wasn't possible. Otherwise they would have put him on the stand. But did they investigate him to the nth degree? I think potentially we'll find that some of the gaps that we're arguing about will prove that the investigation probably could have been handled in a better way, but I still don't think that he did it.
I mean, there's substantial evidence to say about her mental health. No one's saying that she didn't have issues with the mental health, and no one's disputing the fact that she was failed by numerous medical professionals. What I'm disputing is I haven't seen any evidence that proves beyond a reasonable doubt, and I'll say that because that's what the guideline is, beyond a reasonable doubt, that she physically committed these crimes, that she physically went in the basement and unalived them 3 kids and then physically tried to harm herself and throw herself out of the window. I haven't seen any evidence that justifies that. I've seen evidence of people talking about what they think happened, but I haven't. If we go to a court and it's just a simple unalive and someone gets a gun and unalive someone and there's gunshot residue, there's a bullet, there's motive, there's means. I haven't seen any of that in this case, which is the reason why I don't believe that she committed the crime. Have I seen evidence in this case which could potentially prove that Patrick did it? I have. His demeanour, his behaviour, the same thing that we're speculating about Lindsay.
But I could say exactly the same about her. I'm just not going to do that because I don't think it's relevant. So I could say exactly the same to you about her demeanour and about her searches and about how she presented herself from the September up until the night of the event. I could say all of those things, but let's see what the jury says, MT.
Me Babby, can I jump in for 2 seconds?
Hiya, Babby.
Because I don't know now about this case and it baffles me head. Just to let everybody know, this is my backup account. This is what I'll have to go live on because the Ginger Menace got me bananaed on my main one. So can everybody give me a little follow up on this one? And when I do my F page, this is what I'll be coming on. This one for till I get my other one back. Thank you, me babbies. I do love yous. I'll just sit on mute.
Stay there, Pearl. Guys, there's 3,000 people. Make sure you're following Pearl up, please, on a backup account. Thank you.
Thank you, me babbies. It's emergency.
An emergency, guys.
I'll go on mute now while you're talking. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks, guys.
I mean, I don't think there's much more to say. You know, we can both have our opinion, whether we agree or disagree. It doesn't seem like we're going to agree here. I think I'm right. Cockapoo will think that she's right, and we'll have to wait until Thursday. But in this case, all we can do is look at the evidence, and I'm looking at the evidence, and I think she's innocent.
What's interesting to me about this case is that the defence and the prosecution aren't really arguing about the evidence. They're just basically portraying it in a different way. That's what's really interesting to me.
I think
I haven't heard the defence turn around and say she couldn't have done it because the DNA isn't on the bands, that the fingerprints aren't on the knife. You know, all of those things that people are discussing on social media. I haven't heard the defence say that.
Cockapoo MT, have you watched that video? Not the Bratz doll one, the other one of the lady reenacting it, and she like the whole scenario she used 3 like dolls as babies and did every single thing, and the timeline wouldn't match how she did it and how she answered the phone, and why weren't she out of breath, and why it took Patrick 11 minutes when he was saying the Wi-Fi was cutting out to ring the ambulance and stuff. Has anyone watched that?
Because all of that can be rebutted because people on social media using fucking plastic dolls and cardboard boxes, they're wrong. And actually, if you go and look at the forensic evidence on YouTube, the expert witness who put, who actually presented that in the court or have watched it, you'll realise that she gave some quite good testimony. There's some gaps, but she gave some quite good testimony rather than listening to people on TikTok with fucking cardboard boxes and plastic dolls.
I suggest they were all wrong because some of them are criminal investigators. Let's not forget, some of them have got backgrounds in forensic psychology. Some of them have got backgrounds in forensic science.
I'm not suggesting they're all wrong. I'm not suggesting they're all wrong. But in terms of, if you go then and look at what has been presented on TikTok by some of these people, and then go and look at the evidence, what they do is they spin it slightly to fit the story they're telling. And also, here's the other thing I'm going to say. People on social media who want to win views and clicks and be in the be in the camp of the rest of the people, sometimes they don't actually say what they really want to say because they don't want to be unpopular with their opinion. And on that note, Your Honour, I rest. Bye-bye.
Miss Red, I think Cockapoo's trying to be condescending to me and MT. Hi, Pearl, me babby!
Hi, me babby. Are you all right?
You do know she's not talking to me now, don't you? You do know she's going to send me abusive messages all day. She's going to tell everyone how much she hates me, then she's going to start doxing me.
You were modded, Cockapoo.
Oh, this is a sad time in our lives.
Yeah. No, the click's actually crumbling on TikTok for once. It's crazy.
I was going to say something bad then, MG.
I mean, you can't. Don't worry about it. It's Monday, fucker.
I was going to say people have tried but never succeeded. You keep your head up, Click.
Can I just say, if nobody wants to follow me, you don't have to. I've just come in asking, and if you do, you do, and if you don't, you don't. It was just to let you know this is the account I'm going to be on. But thank you to everybody that has.
Make sure you're following her, guys. Hello, Han.